Welcome to the Classic Game Room Kickstarter for CGR Supreme Series 1, which contains the first 6 volumes of CGR Supreme. That's more than 100 Classic Game Room reviews, more than 18 hours of CGR on physical media in 16-bit era plastic clamshell cases. And you know these things last forever, just like Classic Game Room.
I am part of the R-Zone. Time to destroy.
It's the definitive collection of Classic Game Room reviews. All of them, new and old, remastered with new intros and commentary tracks. Let's take it way back to June 13th, 2008 for Monotone Mark to bring you the review of Space Cavern.
This is Space Cavern for the Atari 2600.
You can't tailgate the van? There could be a bunch of guys with machine guns in the back. You don't know.
I love the waiting screens here, and the scientist watching a hamster run on a ball. Really? Fabulous.
This is CGR Supreme Series 1, containing volumes 1 through 6, because I'm going in sequential order. CGR is the original internet video game review show that debuted online in 1999, and since then I've reviewed well over 3,000 games and accessories. For years, people have been asking for the ultimate Classic Game Room collection on Laserdisc, and I tried. Nobody makes Laserdiscs anymore, but I am making them on signed USB thumb drives in plastic clamshell cases like this. Let's take a look. Does your game shelf resemble this? Super! Except it can't, because CGR Supreme hasn't been made yet, but when it is, it'll look great right up there with the rest of your collection, sandwiched in between Truxton and Ranger X. Let's slide out the prototype copy here with Ranger X and take a look at CGR Supreme. I printed this version on a color printer. The final version will be professionally printed and really look nice. The inside of this one has the prototype foam insert and a representative instruction manual. You won't actually get a Truxton manual. That's mine. The final foam bricks will have straighter edges, no sticker, but still contain the USB drive signed by me. These are some of the cards I'm using for the CGR feature review of Musha, for example. Series 1 contained 6 of these things. Check the Kickstarter page for the rough packaging artwork. Now this is just the beginning. This is volumes 1 through 6, and each volume contains 3 hours of Classic Game Room. You can buy them individually. You can also just buy them straight digital if you want to save money, or buy them memory card only with the inserts, which is great for international shipping. Volume 1 contains the reviews of Truxton, RoboCop Pinball, Rolling Thunder 2, Space Cavern, Assetto Corsa, Chuck Norris Super Kicks, Gunlord, Phalanx, Virtua Fighter for the 32X, Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, Game Boy Camera, Marky Mark's Make My Video, Sylpheed, Solar Fox, Sleeping Dog, Sin and Punishment, Mousetrap, Bird Week, Firepower 2000, Ladybug, I can't get out. Each volume contains 3 hours of Classic Game Room with brand new exclusive intros and a full-length commentary track where I talk about production, the history of Classic Game Room, and give some more thoughts on the games and accessories. I've assembled each CGR Supreme volume to be a good representation of Classic Game Room as a whole and guide viewers through the entire thing. Volume 2 contains the reviews of Barney's Hide-and-Seek Game, Nier, Tapper, Game Boy Printer, Zusar Vasar, The U-Haul Van, Gigawing, Adventures of Tron, PlayStation Home Parts 1 and 2, Road Rash for the 3DO, Umahare Kawase, Nightmare Creatures, Quarth, Battle Arena Toshinden, Bentley CompuVision, Oink, Thrust, Super Laydock, Surgical Strike, Atlantis Pinball, Tokyo Highway Battle, the NES Advantage, and a new review of the NES Advantage, Red Faction. Each volume also contains an exclusive review. Volume 1 has the review of Marky Mark's Make My Video on Sega CD, which is terrible. The review is good, but the game sucks. Volume 2 has a brand new re-review of the NES Advantage, as well as the original review from 2008. Volume 3 contains reviews of Earth Defense Force 4.1, Mark buys a Sega Saturn Guardian Force, and much, much more. Check out the Kickstarter page for the complete list. Some of the later volumes are still being assembled.
I'm going to beat you with the game card.
But wait, that's not all. This is the definitive CGR collection pulled from the master files. In many cases, I went back to the originals and re-rendered them to modern standards. Future technology! Together, we can make the polar bears look for a new home. Multi-ball! None of that crappy internet compression here. These are the original Classic Game Room reviews, where you can see every bit of detail from the 2008 ones recorded on VHS. The Atari reviews were, and Sega Genesis. They were made on VHS years ago. Should do that again. That was fun.
I love the name of this game. It sounds like a working title for Barbarella. Any hookers want some flying lessons? There you go. Vandal Hearts is nearly perfect in every way.
That must be a new type of Romanov.
Each volume of CGR Supreme contains a nice diverse collection of Classic Game Room reviews, mixing up different game systems, different genres, different styles of games, and different eras of Classic Game Room. In fact, all of the new CGR reviews are being filmed with this series in mind, which justifies the additional time that goes into making them. So they look really good, like this. And I can't fix this guy, but everything else looks nice.
Because it's awesome. Which it is. It's very good.
Now there's a multitude of ways that you can pick up CGR Supreme. You can buy them individually per volume, you can get them digitally, or buy the complete first series and line them up on your shelf right next to your copy of Truxton. Who doesn't want this? Read the Kickstarter page for all the details. If you have any questions, ask me there or through my website. Thank you for watching. I'll see you from within.
The answer was in the book.
Truxton!